Excellennial here with another story-based Excel tutorial, and today I'm going to be telling you about Rachel the jewelry maker. Now Rachel has collected her list of products as well as the prices, but now the dollar symbol won't show up in the pricings column. So her goal is to find out how to add that. She wants to make sure her pricing column is updated to the currency format. Let's see how we can help. Here we can see Rachel's list of design and jewelry type, and then the pricing to go along with it. Now as you can see here, the pricing is just a 4-digit number with one decimal in between all 4 digits, 2 and 2. So we're going to see if we can use one function, and then I'm also going to show you another way to update it according to the Home tab in Excel. First thing we're going to do is actually select C2, type in equal, and we're going to use the dollar function. D-O-L-L-A-R, select dollar. Now we only have 2 things that we need to select here. First off, the number that we're going to convert over. Now to say on that same row of row 2, since that's the one that we're already making the function in, we're going to select cell B2, since that's in alignment with row 2. Now for the decimals, we really just want to keep the 1 decimal that we already have here, so having 18.59. So we're going to select comma to close out the number and type in 2 to select how many numbers will come after the decimal. Press enter since we are done using that function, and that already gives us exactly what we're looking for in terms of adding the dollar symbol and then keeping the decimal in the right place. If we want to change that, let's say that Rachel actually wants to have more digits than that, we'll change it to 4. You can see we can change that a little bit more. In the case where she just wants the numbers to round up or down, leave that a 0, and it'll round it to the closest number. So if it's over 50 cents, you can see here 18.59, that rounds up to 19. You can see here with 17.09, we would round that down to 17. So let's drag that down here real quick. You can see some of these numbers, how they would round out. Or, like I said, we can go ahead and keep that 2 there, and then we'll go ahead and fill that in here. Alright, so you can tell here up in this formula bar, it says equal dollar, and then for this cell C2, it selects B2, and then the number 2 for how many numbers are after the decimal. I'll go ahead and click on the next one here. You can see that it changes to B3, B4, so on. So it actually lines up with the exact row that we programmed it into. The one thing that we do want to do, if we're going to keep this function, the dollar function, and use that as our new price structure, we want to be sure that we actually copy this and then paste. And we're going to have a little pop-up here. Now in this pop-up, we're going to want to say the values only. So now when we type that, or when we select that, all of these actually have now in the formula bar the actual number as opposed to the equal dollar and then the formula that we put together. Now the next thing that we're going to try out is actually going to do the exact same thing, except it's not going to do it with a function. What we just did was we used the dollar function and converted everything in column B into a currency with the dollar function. Now instead what we're going to do here is actually select the column B, and you can see here in this section here, this is under the Home tab, you could see that it actually is in the text format, and that's why there's no dollar symbol. So we'll select that drop down. We're actually going to choose currency for the price column. Now it automatically adds the dollar sign, and it usually automatically will go to 4 digits altogether still, 18.59. If we did want more, we do have these little buttons here which will remove or add. So that just added 2 more digits at the end, or remove 2 digits at the end. And if you remove the 2 digits at the end, it will allow it to round according to what the number was. You can see this went to 19, this went to 32. Like I said before, 17.09 is going to round down because it's under that 50-cent mark. So we'll just go ahead and add those back on. So those are 2 different ways to convert a text digits into currency or the dollar format. So one of them is with the dollar function, and then the other one is just modifying what the format is of the numbers. So there are 2 options that Rachel can now use to convert her price column to have that dollar sign by using the dollar function, or by actually changing the format of the entire column and adding or removing decimals in that one section on the Home tab. So let me know if you have any questions about this process, and until next time, have fun excelling.